Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best small phones.
Starting at number 5.
iPhone SE. Apple seems to be the last bastion of small phones, we're sad to say. The recent iPhone 13 mini and now the new iPhone SE, 2022, both keep the screen size well under 6 inches. In the SE's case, it's a teeny 4.7-inch LCD. We don't think it's the prettiest, nor does it have a high resolution, but it fits in small hands and pockets. It's also no slouch when it comes to the performance department. Using the same A15 Bionic chip that powers the iPhone 13 series, you'll not find any phone that is faster under $500. Even the most expensive Android phones have a hard time keeping up in some places. Of course, there's no night mode here, something the equally diminutive iPhone 13 mini has. The new SE also lacks support for Verizon's mmWave 5G network. Again, the iPhone 13 mini enjoys that luxury. But for $429, you can't have everything. If having the smallest phone is what you want, the iPhone SE, 2022, should be one of your top considerations.
Coming at number 4.
iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 15 Pro is one of the largest phones on this list despite still being small for a modern flagship. But if you forgive it being a little taller and wider than the other phones on this list, you'll get in return one of the best phones on the market. Apple's equipped the iPhone 15 Pro with amazing cameras as usual, and a super-powered A17 Pro chip that'll eat up even the most demanding apps. It's also surprisingly light thanks to its titanium body, and features a customizable action button on its left side for muting the phone, using shortcuts and more. The only other difficulty with this phone you'll need to accept is that it's quite expensive. You definitely won't be wasting your money if you do decide to splash out on this as your new small phone though.
At number 3.
Samsung Galaxy Z. One of the best ways to make a phone small is to give it the ability to fold in half. Which is why despite containing a 6.7-inch display, the Galaxy Z Flip 5 is one of the best small phones. Even better than that, the new Flex window on the outside is much more usable than the old external display on the Galaxy Z Fold 4. There's not a lot of full app support for it, but you can still swipe through many different widgets that may help you find what you need without having to open up the phone. Beyond this, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy chipset provides great performance. The cameras perform just as well as you'd hope from a flagship Samsung phone, and the new design now folds more tightly together for a more compact overall design. The main problem we have is the expense of this phone, with the basic version starting at $999. We're also a bit concerned with how short the battery life can be, but these are understandable sacrifices for a foldable.
Number 2 of my list.
Asus Zen Phone 10. Small phones may be a rarity, but Asus isn't giving up. No siree, the Zenfone 10 is exactly what we wanted to see in a small Android phone. It packs in a ton of horsepower thanks to its Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, paired with up to 16 GB of RAM. The 5.9-inch AMOLED display is great with punchy colors, but the battery life doesn't suffer. We really like some of Asus' software alterations to base Android 2, such as using the power button as a notification shade switch. The cameras are generally pretty good for most purposes, though we wish there was a telephoto camera. Also, only 2 years of full Android updates isn't great for a phone of this price. Nonetheless, the Zenfone 10 is head of the pack when it comes to small Android phones.
And number 1.
iPhone 13 mini. Apple continued the small phone legacy laid down by the iPhone 12 mini with the iPhone 13 mini. This little handset is very powerful, thanks to the new A15 Bionic chip. There's nothing it can't handle, all while being easily pocketed or used one-handed. The 5.4-inch OLED display is still crisp with excellent colors and viewing angles. Compared to the iPhone 12 mini, Apple kept the 13 mini's design the same, but improved the battery life. In the Tom's Guide battery test, the iPhone 13 mini lasted for more than 1.5 hours longer than its predecessor. The cameras also got an upgrade. Both the 12MP wide-angle main and 12MP ultra-wide cameras feature larger sensors now that let in more light. The ultra-wide also has autofocus now. But also new this year are cinematic mode and photographic styles. The former lets you record portrait videos with dynamically shifting focus for that artistic look. Photographic styles are basically real-time filters that you can test out while you're aiming the camera, letting you capture photos that match your personal taste.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.